Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and check it out, I've got a package. Before I go into the story of this package, if you don't care about that at all, you just want to see what's on the inside of it, go ahead and feel free to skip to this time code provided. You can go ahead and just see all the lovely contents. But otherwise, stay tuned, we're going to talk about how this got here, which isn't usually a story, but in this case it is. So the deal with this was that a few months ago, a buddy of mine named Stefan, who lives in Germany, contacted me and said, hey, I know you're looking for all of the exclusive Sega Saturn games that came out in Europe, and I am, there's 32 of them, and he said, you know what, I'm going to have a really easy time compared to you, finding them all, grouping them up, finding for a better rate, and then I can ship them all to you at once, as opposed to me hunting them down individually on eBay from different places. And especially if anything was wrong with them, he'd have an easier time dealing with the seller, etc. And I said, great, that's an awesome deal. So he did that for me and he sent it over. And I did a video about that already. There was a first package that arrived. And the short story with that one was, he shipped it through DHL, they transferred it to the USPS, and the USPS lost it for about a month. Eventually it showed up and it got here. So the package was gone for about a month. And we said, okay, we're going to do this again, because there's still some more games I'm looking for, and we don't want that to happen. We want it to show up. So we once again paid for, I believe we paid for like the week, shipping, something that would show up within a week or so. So alright, all our problems are solved. Well, this time kind of the reverse happens. He ships it through DHL, and it sits in a warehouse in Germany for a month. It does not move at all. And then at some point, they finally handed it over to the USPS. And when it got to the USPS, they had picked it up sometime in like early January. Right, just for reference, he shipped it on December 8th, 2014, which is actually my birthday. Shipped it that day with the expectation it would be there well before Christmas. And it doesn't appear in the United States until I think it was like January 13th. Just suddenly showed up, and I thought, okay, well, now that it's in the US, it'll for sure show up probably within the next few days. And well, almost 2 weeks goes by with no notification. Then all of a sudden it was delivered. I was like, great, awesome, the package is here, and here it is. Then I noticed this lovely little note on the side of it. Now I'm going to try to read this to you. You have to forgive me because it's essentially plastic that they mushed together with tape, so it might take me a second to try to read this to you. But essentially it says, United States Postal Service, we care. Our dear postal customer, we sincerely regret to inform you your mail during handling by the Postal Service was damaged. We hope this incident does not inconvenience you. We realize that your mail is important to you, and something, I'm sorry, it's compressed. Long and the short of it, they apparently broke the box and probably spilled contents everywhere. Who knows what actually arrived? So I'm a little pissed off, but I'm trying to get through it. Hopefully nothing is extensively damaged. Hopefully everything is actually in there. We're going to find out in a moment together. But yeah, so Stefan and I just do not have good luck shipping stuff across. Actually, I shipped him a bunch of candy and he apparently got it just fine. So apparently it's just on this end. Fuck the post office in Kearney, New Jersey. This has happened twice. It has gone through that post office, and both times there have been issues on their end. So fuck that post office. But anyway, moving on, let's go ahead and actually open it up and see what it's like. Now, there's no cardboard on this side. It's completely gone. So I'm just going to cut from there. And hopefully if there is any extensive damage of any kind, maybe, I don't know, does anyone out there actually work for the post office? Do you guys know, like, what do I do in this situation? Like, if there's anything actually messed up, do I contact them? Will they actually reimburse me in any way? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of rip it because who cares? The box is in terrible shape. Alright. Well, the first thing up is there's a bunch of candy in here, which was a big part of that last package he sent me. He sent me a bunch of stuff from Germany. How much of it's still good? I don't know. We'll see. This is something... I don't speak German, so anything, I'm going to have bad accents. This one looks like it got horribly destroyed. Something called Domino Star. Whatever it is, it got horribly mushed up and just totally wrecked. Something called Yogurette, which is completely destroyed. And there's little bars of it that are falling out all over the place. We got, Ritter Sport bars. These are one of the best candy bars I've ever had in my life. And while I thank you, Stefan, for introducing them to me, it turns out they're starting to sell these more in the US. I'm starting to see them in more and more places showing up. I also found them up in Canada, too. So if you ever see these in a store, they can be a little bit more expensive because they're imported, but I'm telling you they're worth it. The best ones are, there's this butter biscuit one and praline, or praline, I can't pronounce that word, but there's some really good Ritter Sport bars out there. Haribo gummies, the Schmlarpy. I can't, come on, that's not a word, Schmlarp. It's the Smurfs. Katji Sour Johannesbeeren. I don't speak German. Kinder Choco Bonds. I actually just had these for the first time ever just before filming this video. I'm not even kidding. I bought a box of these in Canada at the duty-free store, and I was having a couple of them right before I activated this shot. That's special. But anyway, nice to have more of those because those are really good. Milka bars. Milka bars, I talked about this last time, but very quickly. Milka bars are really, they're like an amazing candy bar. We really don't have them in North America. We're plagued by the Hershey bar. The Milka bars are amazing. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on some, do it. So this one is Daim, D-A-I-M. It's mixed with some sort of other candy. I'm not familiar with that candy, but it's mixed with it. Another Ritter Sport bar, Rum Trauben Nuss, which looks like, I'm sorry, I don't think it's actually rum. Actually, it might be. It looks like chocolate, some sort of berry, maybe like blueberries or raisins. Hazelnuts, and that might actually be rum, so that might actually be some sort of alcoholic flavor. Interesting fact about me, I don't drink. I'm not saying I won't eat the candy, don't get me wrong, but I just don't drink. Some sort of chocolate-covered something. I don't know exactly what that is. Okay, this is similar to what I was talking about. This is the Milka chocolate and butter biscuit. There is a Ritter Sport equivalent of this, and it is, you will sit down because it's so good. It's ridiculous how awesome it is. See if anything else survived. All right, we have the main course, if you will, but let's look through the rest of this. There's just little bits of candy everywhere because of the fucking postal service. Thanks a lot, guys. Kinder Mini. I don't know what kind of flavor that is. Something else. I don't know what that is. It has like a cow on it. It says Kroka. It looks Polish based on the way the lettering is. Another giant Milka Oreo bar. These are so good. Another Ritter Sport. This is a special like winter edition one. I don't know what that is though. It might be like roasted nuts or honey nuts or something like that. We have a marzipan bar of some kind. Another Ritter Sport Weiss Plus Crisp, which is essentially, I think, white chocolate with like cornflakes. And okay, so we have Nestle's chocolate chips of some sort. It's you know I can't pronounce it, but they're white. I don't know exactly what that is, but it looks very good. And there's another one buried back here. There is, I don't know what this is. Lepkuchen Herzen, some sort of chocolate with chocolate in it. I know that's redundant, but I can't tell what it is. All right, it looks like that's the end of what's in as far as candy goes. And then, of course, there's the main thing we were supposed to focus on, which is the Sega Saturn games, and I hope that none of them got lost. Unfortunately, it's been so long since this thing was sent out, not Stefan's problem, that was the post office that I blame them, that I don't even really remember which ones we were looking at, but hopefully they're all here. Discworld 2, Missing Presumed. Again, all of these games are European exclusives for the Sega Saturn. They might have North American versions on the PlayStation or something like that, but as far as the Sega Saturn is concerned, these only came out in Europe. Maybe there were some Japanese versions, but I'm more interested in the European version. So, Discworld 2. So here we've got Jewels of the Oracle. And he checked all these in advance, make sure all the manuals were there, the discs are there. Actually, unfortunately, I now have to go through and double check on that, don't I, because of the post office. So, Jewels of the Oracle, definitely all there. Let's take a quick look at Discworld again, shall we? This one, all there, that's good. I'm not going to close them right away. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to save that one for last, because Thank God that one showed up. Whiz. Alright. Inside, of course, the manual and the game disc. Yeah, there's one super rare one in here, and I'm really glad that didn't get lost. That would have been really bad. Hebereki's Papito, I don't know. Yeah, that's all good. All right, so far so good. Terry Pratchett's Discworld, the first one. The case is a little messed up, but that's pretty normal with Sega Saturn cases, to be honest. Yep, that one's all good. And finally, this is the special one. It may not be the one you're thinking, but it is special. TO2 Flying Squadron. This is super hard to find. The Japanese version is more common, but the European version extremely rare. It's very awesome of him to track this down. It's been so long I don't even remember what we paid for these, but I remember we, across the board, got really good deals as compared to what it would cost me to import them. So thank you again to Stefan for that, because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to go out and help me find all these things, and he just threw in the candy for free. Like, just Germans, you guys love your candy. You guys are so good at making. We love eating a candy. We love getting our big American man boobs, but you guys are the best at making it. I gotta give you props. My hat's off to you. Apologize to the Swiss, because I know you guys are also very good at it. But anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this, and again, thank you to Stefan for helping me out, and I'll see you all later.